Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So our best is 20, right? That's the real question, is can we beat that? Because that was... That's tough. All right, so we're at 17:56. Good evening, everyone. A happy Tuesday to you all. Lovely to see you all. I'm so sorry I am so late to the party. Things are happening at work. Really quite messy things. So it is going to be a short stream tonight. Hopefully everything will be fine tomorrow. We had an impromptu thing to sort that arrived at 4 p.m. So I didn't get out from work until like 6. I wish it was a problem like that. That would be so much more fun. The problem is entirely logistical. Something has happened that means we might have to cancel 3 shows this year. That's the kind of level of thing we're talking about. It's bad. It's about as bad as it could be. It's as bad as anything's ever been. Oh. It's school shows. I'm not going to share details about anything. But yeah. Things are not looking good. Because the thing is, so we've got 3 shows between now, maybe more, between now and Christmas. The worst one is we've got a thing in 2 days that we may not be able to do. It's in 2 days. And obviously we've done whatever prep stuff for it. And people are expecting things to happen. Like we've done, like for some of the shows, we've already confirmed the acts for the show. We're currently in the process of getting the backstage crew and stuff. Yeah. Of the 3 off the top of my head, I'm responsible for 2 of them. There's gonna be a lot of either angry or upset or disappointed people, and rightly so. And due to the nature of things, we would actually probably welcome that. The circumstances under which this is happening are not good, and have long-term impact or potential long-term impact. So, yeah. I don't know how we're going to figure stuff out. So, Alt 4. No, this is... I think we're now here. Ish. Super cool that we've got water already. That's rad. Oh wait. There's a really simple thing that will solve everything. That is like kind of what we're fighting, but yeah, there's kind of. Yeah. There's kind of like this discourse on this is what needs to happen from our side, and then what the other side want to happen isn't the same. And we can't really meet in the middle. So we're in a bit of a stalemate. And the question could come down to who cracks first, or if anyone cracks. That's it's part of it too. So there's a world in which no one breaks, and it's like, oh, okay, well, this is fun now. So we'll see what happens. We'll get an update tomorrow. Okay. Well, I suspect. We might not need this stuff. I know we definitely want the orcish axe, but that might be all we need. We might not need this. Or this. Or this, because we've already got the level 5. I think this might be everything we need here. I'm not certain though. We'll just see how it goes. You can't be that surprised, Dancer. Like, we only progress if we've got like many people. If we just have like 2, 3, or 4, we'll just keep going back. It's very easy to do so in the course of a day. So like if we can get I'm thinking, was it ranch bacon ranch? Hang on. Thrashing bacon, not ranch bacon. I knew, and then we're good to go. I mean, there are things like the funny thing for me is like, so a lot of people talk about the queuing system for FFbot, right? And you get the ones where it's like, oh, you need to have a ready check, or you need to be able to say you're not ready, or you need to be able to start the game early, or like that kind of thing. But like, some people want it so that you can choose when you start the game, which isn't necessarily, in my opinion, in the spirit of the game. Some people want it so you don't accidentally start early, so it's like a safety mechanism. And then the quality of life for me would be like, if you don't have a full party, being able to just queue up and go, because sometimes the ticker to start the game is quite long. So for my personal preference, like that, the have a command or whatever that's, we are ready to start even though we know we don't have a full party. But the whole idea of being able to let the thing run down and say, whoa, wait, no, we're not ready, I don't think that's necessary at all. My guy gets an Orcish axe first try. He's leaving? He doesn't even have all the levels? What's he doing? What is going on? I feel like this is not going to work for me. The amount of times that I've done the beginning of the game and had a run that can't continue because I don't have enough levels or whatever. Crazy. Like, he definitely doesn't have 30 kills. I don't even think he's got the FOV or ROV or whatever it is to get 30 kills. I'm not seeing, like, you know, kills X out of 30 on the screen. Then he does do other things. Okay. I'm cool with this. I always fix it later. No big deal. Right. Wait, does he use the scroll of instant warp from the menu? Surely not. Right? He is? No. Really? That's wild. All right, surely we have a shortcut for instant warp. Yeah, control 1. Maybe I missed it. didn't seem like it, but maybe I did. Okay. Righto. Queuing up. He's queuing up the ginger cookie in text. So crazy. It's so crazy. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, I have something about like clearing out inventory. Oh. Good note, me. Just drop inventory. Nice and clear. Dum, 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 dum. Okay. Nice spelling, me. Okay. The ginger cookie. Num num num. Oh, wow. We're in northern Sandoria, obviously. So we're not going to be trading our copper voucher with Rolandian, that's for sure. Oh, do we just go straight to Shantaray? Or something. Not really. That's right. 15th van 5. Oh wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, like, I have seen that. So well, I'll not pull it up on screen, but the FF bot official doc is somewhat behind. Maybe it's how you would phrase it. But at the same time, it's I'm sure it's really difficult because there's not been a massive need to push and update it because of community resources. So what are you gonna do, you know? Right, Grillau. Probably this, I imagine. So yeah, you know, those are some considerations. I don't know what the shortcut for the bat is actually. Alt 1. Oh, Alt 1. Presumably bat hunt. I feel like I should just scrap this because I feel like it's not going to happen and I can just write it down if I need. But because I've got it, I kind of want to keep it. But it's like just clogging up. Actually, you know what? Here's the thing to do. Is keep it, but just move it somewhere else. Like here. just in case. You never know. West. Okay. Bat Hunt. Yeah, very excited to see what's coming. Where's my Valina roll talkie talk? Oh, Examail, here it is. I am very curious about what's coming because it's going to be a while away, right? Like, because we're just into November. Well, I guess we're a week into November. So yeah, we've still got a good while. I mean, what some of the things that we've been talking about is like. Because there's not much we can do other than progress. So one of our benchmarks was getting to New Game 1000 before Season 5. That seems pretty inevitable now, seeing as we're on New Game 855. So maybe 1250 or something. Well, it's kind of wild now, because it's so what's the word? Disparate. Or like the difference is so wide because we're on 855. Mizzo's been stalling around 385 to 389. And then is it Boz after that? Who's gone like 200 something? 207. Cap and K at 206. And then there's like 3, 4 at 100, and then 3 or 4 at 50. It's a pretty wide margin. But it will be interesting to see how balancing goes. Like that's the biggie. And then I suppose another consideration will be like, so for example, if there are new characters, will they be interspersed at certain new games that will push what was, or, you know, what would be jobs further back? Or maybe why not go crazy? Why not just have every other new game you don't get an unlock from it? So it's like character nothing, level nothing, character nothing. So like the seriously powerful unlocks, instead of, because I think it's New Game 60 is when everything was unlocked this time, right? It becomes New Game 100 before you unlock any of the really good stuff. There you go. There's your balance solved. You have to really work to unlock the good stuff. Well, the thing is, it's like, so there are lots of different ways to achieve the same goal, right? And sometimes the simplest way is the most effective way. And if you take, let's say, right, let's say you've got your problem to solve, and you can do option 1, which takes 1 minute of work and gives you 85% of the result you want. Or option 2, which takes 1 month of work to get to 100% of the result. Is the difference of time worth the difference of the result? Or are there things that you could do in that month that would have a much greater impact on the overall product that would be much better use of your time? It's, you know, like the Pareto principle, the 80-20 of, like, you know, 20% to get 80% back, rather than 80% of work to get 20% back. There are lots of other, like, considerations around it, but that's just one of the things. Wait. Oh, I was like, why are we going to North Sandy? South Sandy 3. So yeah, like I think there's a big thing for, like, if you want to spread progress over more time, it's like, okay, so you can do the boring thing that most people, as far as I can tell, hate, which is just giving more HP to the enemy. Like when people do a difficulty mod and the only thing they do is give the boss more HP, that's not fun. There's no strategy there. There's no difficulty there. All you're doing is adding time for the sake of adding time. So then do you make it longer by, like, buffing your boss stats? Or having, like, they're like timed mechanics, I think, are really cool. So like in FF14, there are things where, like, you've got X amount of time to get the enemy's health to a certain threshold to unlock the next phase. Well, I mean, there are multiple factors that go into it. Like there you know, there are some definite outliers of like, oh well, you know, here's a reason why something happened. That could be easily sorted. But yeah, I think one of the biggies for me, because I know, or I've been told anyway, that there's some sort of stat impact based on how many characters you have in the party. But an idea that I had, whether or not it would work in context or not, I don't know, would be like having scaling boss or scaling enemy stats based on the amount of players in the game. But then you don't know what stats your players have got. And then what you're doing is creating a more linear progressive scale where it's like, do you want 5 people in a party to be able to progress at the same rate as 11 people in a party? And that's a toughie because there are several people who can't get 11 people and won't have that number. So I'd be super down with that. Like I would be super down for having like a consistent party of 4 that are putting time and effort in, you know, to try and get builds and rolls and you know, a spread. No, interesting. As having 11. It's a tough one for sure. But that's a decision for someone else to make. Yeah, I think the way I would do it, were it me, I think it would be something like linear scaling based on, well, what I would ideally, best case would be you have linear scaling based on number 1, how many party members are in the team, and number 2, what is the stat spread of the party, and then that would calculate your boss stats. But I don't know how much difficulty that would be or how much work it would be. Because you would want to make sure that a party of 2 with really high stats aren't just like going crazy. But yeah, I think like those are the things where like one comes down to how many, or even just take the stat spread of the whole party, no matter how many people there are, and then calculate your boss stats to match it. It might not even matter how many people are there. But then you've got the problem of that. Well, let's say you've got one person who's got like 1 billion HP and everyone else has got 50. And then you take your stat spread as, oh, there's 1 billion HP, so let's give the boss tons of damage. And then the whole party wipes. I don't know. There might be some way. But the only other thing that I've had discussions about would be a defense stat. Because I know currently defense is based on level and it caps at 50% damage reduction, I think is the calculation for it. But yeah, so we've talked about like a dedicated defense stat. But it's so tricky as well because like even if you take like Mizzo's game and our game, you get one shot by everything. Like I think I don't know what the answer would be. But like if we get hit once with an AoE wipe, done. And similarly, I've seen plenty of times where like Mizu's team get hit once, and if it's an end game boss or even a late game boss, boom, done. So like, it doesn't seem that even with a high level or high defense stat, I don't think your stats will ever be good enough to not be dying to the higher new game bosses. Around current balance anyway. But yeah, I'm curious. I am really curious for season 5, because like literally, you could change a single thing, and like strategies would just crumble, absolutely crumble. Oh, certainly, yeah. But yeah, I just don't, I mean, I don't know what a balanced, let's say you take New Game 500, like, I don't know what a party that can win New Game 500 without using either ATB refresh strats or delay strats or paralysis or burn. I can't actually imagine what a balanced team that can clear New Game 500 would look like, or what stats they would need to be able to actually attack the enemy and be attacked by the enemy. Because I don't know if you would be able to even have a tank that's taunting, that's dying and then rezzing and then buffing. I don't even know. You know? So like that's another thing where like tanks seem really good early on, and I know you had said about tanks going into season 4. And I think they've got a super place in the game up to a point, and I think like, I mean, where we're at, there's no way. We're never gonna get stats for New Game 855, 900, 1000. It's just that, you know, if you drop one thing we need to clear, and then the party will they'll just descend forever. I don't even know what they would go down to. Yeah. So, pretty wild. All right. Rolandian. Are we going to buy stuff now? Right. Scroll of Instant Warp. That's the normal. So, I'll just grab that. Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? Where are we going? Where are we going? Well, I mean, you know, like we've discussed, it took something to get there. It took something to get there. We've got such a good party now. I'm really, really pleased with the party. And the fact that we've done maybe like, I think this is like version 4, version 5 of that team. So it was not a one and done. It could have been. We could have left it. The first party was great. They were gonna, they could do the job. I feel like we're not leaving Southwest right now, and I feel like we're leaving Northeast. I don't know where we're going. Yeah, genuinely the only bummer, and it's such a bummer, is that so Ash and Metuba have the same magic attack buff, which technically makes them both like equal in terms of buffing, which is very important to the strategy. But Metuba does non-elemental damage, whereas Ash does lightning damage. So we can use Machinist on Ash to get more damage that we couldn't do on Metuba. So, unfortunately, just by the numbers, it turned out that Ash was the better build. We really didn't want to switch to Ash. It was a lengthy conversation. It was kind of like, Metuba is so good, and we love the character, and we love having them in game. It was like, we could keep the tuba. You know, but then we find another strat recently, which is really cool. So, the Go-Go's are obviously copying Ash's Limit Break, but if you put Machinist on the Go-Go's, it doesn't work. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work the correct way. Like, it doesn't remove the element. Like, Machinist wouldn't work to get the 20% plus. But I mean, now we've seen how broken Red Mage and Dual Cast are. Turns out there's another ability that allows you to get a percentage chance of attacks if the attack is lightning element. So it's crazy. Like, oh my gosh. Red Mage Dual Cast was just like, so yeah, we're now running Red Mage Dual Cast and Psychic on the Go-Go's. We don't run it on Ash. We run Machinist on Ash because the 27 flat or the 20% flat increase over the 10% chance we believe to be better. But I tell you, there's another thing we're currently testing right now, and it actually the results changed. Wait, is he going to buy a grape from Korra? I think he's going to buy a grape from Korra, but you only buy a second grape from Korra if Sandoria's winning. I'm pretty sure. Anyway. Oh, it's so... I mean, my head is fried from these notes. Okay. Right. I might not buy a grape, to be fair. He's buying carrots. No, bottle grape. Yeah, I thought. Okay, I figured it was that. Right, it's 8:30. I'm gonna have to call. So again, really sorry for the short stream. Literally just an hour. These are my notes for the run, Silverboot. So this just tells me what to do, when to do it, how to do it. So, like, beginning of the game, this is all settings. Then what quest to learn, and then equipment stuff, optimizing inventory, equipping things, setting macros for the game. Okay, so where we get to here. Nope, not here. Here. So I've got 3 documents. So these are my FF11 notes, and I'm updating them using Fuzzy Poo's world record run. And I also have Fuzzy Poo's public notes. I believe both of those resources are out of date now. The world record's still the world record, but I think the route's outdated. And I spoke with Fuzzy not that long ago. Who'd said about some updates, but they're running the game like regularly or up to date. So I might do another round after, but mainly I just want to get the new route stuff down, because then I can move on to 13, which is going to be really, really important. So that is going to do it for me tonight. I'll be back tomorrow as the earliest of the earlies that I can get on. So, as ever, the goal is to get on, 5:36 or something like that there. Hopefully tomorrow is a much more normal day, but I'll not know until like 12 o'clock or something. So maybe disaster will strike and it'll be another. Whoa. Oh, you're always welcome, Elmont, always. So let's just throw over to the VOD channel. A nice, quick, dirty, easy one. You can play some games there. Join the fun. If you want some Final Fantasy runs, Cordelium's doing 8 all bosses. He's been doing that quite a bit. Arg's doing some more Final Fantasy Tactics. Shane's doing FF6 again, which is rad. All weapons, armor, relics. Very cool category. And I will see you all tomorrow. So have an amazing rest of your Tuesday. So tomorrow, more 11, and then Thursday off because of War's Even at School. Then normal weekend, finishing FF9 all boss steals, going into FF10 solo Titus, and then the next week after that. So I will see you then. Have a lovely day. Take it easy. Have a good day. See you later. Bye-bye.